Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I continue, however, a quick reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you unaware, I am a disabled individual, and I use a motorized wheelchair all day, every day, for my independence, and I need your help urgently. My wheelchair has malfunctioned and has not been functional for the past several weeks, leaving me to be a fish out of water. Below the title of this video and the description, as well as in a separate section below that, you will find a spot fund link. All contributions that are made there go directly towards the page to pay for the trained technicians to assess the issue and replace any necessary parts that need to be fixed. Obviously, something is wrong. My insurance will not cover any of this. Therefore, I'm reaching out to you guys, my YouTube community, for your help on this matter. I am unable to walk whatsoever, unable to use any other type of power scooter or wheelchair for that matter. I only have limited use of one hand, so I cannot use a standard wheelchair, and I do not have a backup. So, this is all I have, and I've been relying on family members and friends to get me around my house for several weeks, trying to remedy this situation. I've been on the phone with every agency conceivable, and uh, it has not been a really fun time. So I'm doing my best to get the word out to you guys so that you can possibly help. Any and all support is welcome. It takes a few seconds to contribute to this bot fund, and it is greatly appreciated. So please do what you can. I really, really appreciate it. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. On with this reaction. So, as of today, it is August 23rd, 2024. And for those of you watching your calendars for this particular date, if you're like me, you know it's because we are expecting the new John Anderson album to be released, and it is released. In fact, I just checked on Amazon, and mine should be here soon. However, I will not be able to actually get to it until tomorrow, um, potentially later tonight. But uh, I will be listening to it as soon as I can and doing a review of it as soon as possible as well. John Anderson and the band Geeks, and the album is called True, and it uh, looks and sounds to be amazing, amazing album. So yeah, this well, first album with the band Geeks actually should be an album to be reckoned with. If I may be bold enough to say that. This new single is entitled Counties and Countries, and the album itself is available on Frontier Music, wherever music is sold. But if you cannot find it in your record store, they can order it from Frontier, I'm sure. Or if you're ordering online, you will know where to go. Either your local, not local, either your website of choice or the Frontier Music site itself, where you can also get the album in vinyl or CD. I, of course, do CDs because of my dexterity issues, despite the fact I probably enjoy vinyl more, um, as I am very old school in that regard. The CDs are more practical. So it should be arriving soon unless they accidentally deliver it to the house next door or someplace else in my neighborhood, which has happened. And it is extremely frustrating when that happens. Nevertheless, I'm looking forward to this album. I'm looking forward to this song. I've not heard this yet. This is after all a first reaction. So I will be reacting to this new song, Counties and Countries, from the album True, released today, August 23rd, 2024, on Frontier Music. Um, with all my video reactions, as you know, they are always linked below. The direct source video is always linked below. I do this because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost creativity and integrity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work. So please always click on those source links whenever it's possible, and you'll find that link below in the description, below the fundraising information, sort of sandwiched in between the fundraising information and assorted other contact information, Facebook, email. If you want to reach out and make a request or have any kind of commentary, anything that you don't want to share in the comments section, you're welcome to do so privately via Facebook or via my email in the description. So let's get to this. Counties and Countries by John Anderson and the Band Geeks. Once again from the album True, released today, August 23rd, 2024. And I will be back following this video with my assessment.
Asking for the love that
Wow. Wow. Thank you, Frontier Music. John Anderson and the Band Geeks. Counties and Countries. From the new album True. Out today, August 23rd, 2024. And en route to my house. Hopefully. That was amazing. If you couldn't tell from my reaction in the box up there, like the untrained mime that I am, that was just wow. Uh, wow. Where do I start? I'll go with the video first because the video is easier to describe. It's really uh, mainly a performance video, but really a beautifully done one with a lot of really nice visual elements and imagery done between the Band Geeks and John Anderson in that particular video itself. I think it's a lovely video. My apologies if this was not blocked and you were able to watch my reaction. There was a point where a commercial aired in the middle of the song, and I had to splice it out as I do not have YouTube Premium or whatever it's called. So my apologies for that. I do need to look into YouTube Premium. That way I do not get commercials in the middle of songs and it sort of interrupts the flow of things. But I did do my best to splice that out. I just did that over the past several minutes in between the song ending and this reaction now. But as far as the music is concerned, John Anderson, of course, for those of you who do not know, which I don't know who you'd be watching this video unless you're just an avid watcher of my channel. Welcome, and I hope you're enjoying this video. I hope you enjoyed the song. But John Anderson is one of the founding members of the progressive rock band, Yes. A band that has been around since the 1960s, and they were one of the pioneer progressive rock bands of the late 60s going into the 70s. Yes, rose to prominence, of course, in the 70s with albums like Fragile, Close to the Edge, Tales from Topographic Oceans, Relayer, the list goes on. They really became major, they really obtained, I should say, major success in the early 1980s with the addition of Trevor Rabin on guitar as part of the band, replacing Steve Howe, who was a longtime member of the band, not the original guitarist, but a longtime member. And they had the hit single "Owner of a Lonely Heart," which you have probably heard if you have not heard anything else by Yes. Uh, but they had a string of hits from the album 90125 and a massive tour, and the album that followed that, of course, was Big Generator, an album I actually really love. But uh, the point of this is that what John Anderson and the Band Geeks seem to be doing, they're sort of trying to, I think, recapture that classic Yes feel of the 1970s Yes. The lineup that was John Anderson, um, Steve Howe, Rick Wakeman, Bill Bruford, and or Alan White, all depending on what time frame you look at, and of course Chris Squire, um, and uh, that seems to be really working with this project, and they're really capturing that sound and that essence truly um, in this new lineup of people that John is working with. Now, of course, Yes is still active on their own, with no original members, I might add. Um, Steve Howe is the second guitarist in Yes. A lot of people might not know that. Peter Banks was the original guitarist, I believe. For the first two albums, he departed. Steve Howe entered and became the de facto guitarist of the 1970s Yes lineup, uh, which was John Anderson on lead vocals and sometimes acoustic guitar, uh, Steve Howe on guitar, Rick Wakeman on keyboards, and uh, Bill Bruford and or Alan White on drums, depending on what albums you look at. Also, Rick Wakeman was not featured on the album Relayer from the mid '70s, late '70s. That was more. That was Patrick Moraz on that album, and that was actually my second Yes album I ever purchased was Relayer. So I think if you've watched my videos before, you know my first Yes album ever was the album Union, an album which is frowned upon by most Yes fans. I do recognize that, but it has a special place in my heart because it was the first Yes album I ever owned, and I still really like a lot of the songs on the album. I digress though. This basically what I'm trying to get at is the band geeks complimenting John Anderson are basically recapturing the period of Yes from roughly, let's say, Fragile in the early 1970s through Going for the One, which is another '70s Yes album, perhaps even the album that followed that, which was Tornado. But I think more so, it's sort of a sound that was sandwiched in between Fragile and Going for the One. That seems to be the style that John is going for on this album, True, with the Band Geeks. And he's really, really pulling it off successfully. Um, it's really quite mind blowing how much he's capturing that feel and that essence. Lyrically, it's John Anderson through and through. It is brilliant lyrically. Vocally, he is amazing as always. John Anderson's voice just seems to get better and better with time and with each album. I think the closest to classic Yes that Yes fans have got before this would have been Anderson Stalt, Invention of Knowledge. If you have not heard the album, I highly recommend checking it out. I'll put a picture of it here. That way you can see what it looks like. and that was a collaboration between John Anderson and Björn Stolt of the Flower Kings, who is a Swedish progressive rock band who I've covered extensively on my channel, and they uh, do music in the style of the classic progressive rock of the 70s. Very Yes flavored sound, ELP, and other classic bands from that time frame. Nectar, just to name a few. But this album, True, is just sounding so far to be really just an amazing, incredible addition to not only the John Anderson catalog, but the extended Yes catalog as well. Uh, because it really does have that feel. And John, being an original member of Yes, really brings that essence of the band from yesteryear back into modern day of 2024 quite efficiently and quite um, impressively, I might add, as well. So, John Anderson and the Band Geeks. Once again, the song is called Counties and Countries. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and the album is called True. It is once again available as of today. You can stream it on Spotify or wherever you stream music. You can buy it on CD, vinyl, uh, MP3, um, and whatever your format of choice is. Hopefully, mine arrives soon. I'm definitely looking forward to holding this album in my hand. I will do my review of it as soon as possible, more than likely tomorrow. But in the meantime, I do hope that you all have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are, and take care. Bye. So no sooner did I finish filming what you just saw that the CD arrived on my front porch. So I will be listening to it as soon as possible, and you will have my review tomorrow. Once again, a reminder: the fundraiser continues. I really need to get my scooter examined and examined professionally and fixed professionally, so that way I can be mobile once again, and be back in my routine of my own independence as much as possible. Um, but I just want to say thank you to my son. This was a belated birthday gift from him. Belated in the sense that my birthday was last week, August 15th, and the CD wasn't released until today. So thank you. I appreciate it, Lex. And I will see you all again soon once again. Take care. Bye.